Are you wondering what fills and licks you can add to a song in 6/8? I remember being so confused by the time signature until I figured out some simple, beautiful piano fills that actually work. In this video, I'll show you 10 simple and beautiful fills and licks you can use right now to make any pop or rock songs in 6/8 sound amazing. And if you'd like to have the PDF version of this video, you can get it for free down below in the description. Alright, to share these patterns with you, I'll be using the chord progression 1 to -6 in C major. So we're gonna go with only 2 chords to apply these ideas. The goal here is to show you these concepts in the most simple form so you can easily transpose and reuse them in other contexts. So the chord we need are C major, C, E, and G, and A minor. A, C, and E, like this. By the way, if you can, just work out different chord inversion to play from C to A minor. It's always best to figure out different options when you want to pass from one chord to another before diving into this video. Alright, let's dive into the first pattern, and it sounds just like this. This one is really beautiful, and it uses the major 7 going to the 1, the 5, 3, the A9, and the 1. And this is probably why I like it so much. It's because we are adding 2 beautiful extensions in there, the A9 and the major 7 right here. So if I go slowly, on the left, let's keep it super simple with the power chords, but on the right it goes with B, C, G. So those are 8 notes. So in 6/8 we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like this. All right, so all 8 notes are equal. Let's take a look if I use this pattern, but I want to play it now over A minor. So what we're going to be doing for this one is I'm going to keep exactly the same notes from C to A minor because these notes actually sound perfect on A minor too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this. So you can see that even over the A minor, it still feels pretty, and it's a beautiful lick you can actually add to a beautiful chord progression in 6/8. Now idea number 2 goes like this. For this one, we're still using 8 notes, but we are adding some 6 into the playing of this lick. So we start all the way here, and we're going to be using 3 and 1, so the 3rd and the root. So beautiful major 6. Then we go to B, A, so 7, 6. Then we jump to have another 6 right here, which is the 5 and the 3 of the chord, like this. So it's in 2 parts. We have, this is one, and this is the second one. So you need to aim for this first one and this first one when you're playing it. So it's kind of a chord inversion. So it's based off the, but we're only taking off the middle note and keeping the 6th interval right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. Now let's see if I do this on the A minor, how it goes. Alright, so for the A minor, I started here. So for this one, we have minor 3 and we have the 1, just like for the C major. And then we have 7, 6, then jumping here, which is the 5 and the 3, 7 and 1, like this. Alright, so it's back to C major. Very easy to transpose if you can understand the different degrees within the chord. chords. And by the way, just as a reminder, if you'd like to have the PDF version of this video with all the different ideas, you can download it for free down below in the description. All right, now the third one goes like this. So this one is more a feel that we can actually use with the chords. And it's going right here, going down to the sus4 chords and back to the resolution. So let's just look at what's happening here on C major. So I'm starting from the 5th, then I'm going to 1 and the 5th on the top. So that's actually like a power chord of the chord. But then my top note is creating this beautiful melody going from the 5 to the 4. This is a sus4 and going to the 3, resolving the suspended chord right here. So that's really interesting because it's creating just a quick melody inside the triad chords right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, like this. Let's try it with the A minor now. So on the A minor, if we go back right here, what we have is the 5, the 1, and the 5, the power chord. Then we're going just lower here with the sus4, and then the minor 3, going like this. So it's exactly the same formula, but just transpose on a different chord. Just like this. Let's look at idea number 4, and it sounds like this. This one is one of my favorite because I love adding grace note to my playing. And this one uses the add 9 right here going to the 3. So it's actually a grace note using the second note of the chord. It works best if you're in the root position of the chord you're playing here because we want to be using the add 9 or the second note of the chord here for this pattern. So you want to go with this and then you have the 3 and the 5. Then you go with D and G, and then power chords. And what's beautiful here is we go with the major 7, 1, and 2. One more time, so we have, and you can go wherever you want with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, in 8th note for this one too. Let's look at this in A minor because we have to be able to transpose this. So just like I mentioned, this works best if I'm using the root position chord of the chord I'm playing. So this is why I switch to get right here. And I use the second note to go to the 3rd. This one going to the power chord, the 7, in our case here it's a minor 7, 7, 1, the second note, so add 9 and back to the chord. So just like this. Idea number 5 goes like this. For this one, I actually really like to use this at the end of a section or when I have some space to create a beautiful arpeggios up or down. This one is, again, using my favorite note, which is the add 9. And we have add 9, or the 2, E, which is the 3. We have the root note right here, and we do that twice. And by the way, you can just keep going if you want. Like this. Alright, so it's twice the same thing. It's actually a really beautiful chord that you can use like this. Let's look at what's happening if I do this, but with C and A minor. It's also very pretty on a minor chord because with the minor chord, we get this dissonance here. So sad, and I really like it. So it's the 2, 3, and a 1 twice. And like I say, You can go all the way up here if you like. It's a beautiful arpeggio. You can even use this at the end of a song when it feels like a beautiful ending. All right, the next one goes like this. For this one, we're going all the way up here and we're actually going down. So we start on the 7, the 1, and we go to the 3. We're adding a grace note with the second note, the ℏ9, then going back down and ending on the root. So this one is interesting because it starts on the second 8th note of the bar here. So we have like this, slower. Let's look at how it would go if I add this on the A minor now. All right, how interesting was that to have this on a minor chord now? So on the minor chord, the 7 is actually the minor 7 going to the 1 and then the minor 3. So we have a few different here. Still the 3 is still the 7, but the interval is a little bit different. And then we have the grace note with the second here and going down back to the root. So very interesting on a minor chord too. Just like that. Now idea number 7 goes like this. This one is so cool because it sounds really impressive, but it's not that hard to play. It's actually using a beautiful sus chord right here. This is a sus2 because we're adding the 9 and we're not playing the 3rd within the chord. So on the C, we are starting on the 5th. So G, 1, 2, so it's 5, 1, 2, 5. That's actually the formula for this. Like that. But what you want to be doing is you want to keep going all the way up, so it's... And you play an octave at the end when you fell on the beat, just like this. So it's... like that. Like that. And just for the end, I just added the resolution here from D to C before moving to the next bar. Like this. Now, if I want to do this on the A minor, let's see how it goes. Alright, so what I did on the A minor, same formula, but I'm starting on the 5th of A minor, which is E, then we have A, then we have B, and then again. And we play the octave together, then the 2 and back to the root. So exactly the same formula on both chords, but you just have to adapt it to the different chords you're playing right here. Idea number 8 sounds like this. So this one is very simple, but just adds a little bit of movement in the chords you're playing. Instead of being stuck on the same triachord, you can actually use this pattern. This one is really based on the chord inversion, but instead of playing all 3 notes, I'm just using 2 notes. So it creates a 6th, a 5th, and back to 6th. So it's just like if I was playing these chords inversion. But I'm just picking 2 of these 3 notes, creating just a beautiful feel right here. The last note I'm adding is just D, going down to get back to where we are here. Like that. Now let's take a look with the chord progression of the 2 chords. Very nice. It's just simple, adding a little bit of movement here. So on A minor, the 5 and the 3, going all the way to 1 and 5, down and back to C. Same formula, just different chords. Now field number 9 sounds like this. This one is probably the most simple one of this video, but it's perfect in so many different cases because you don't have to play all this crazy run to be just adding a little bit of movement in your accompaniment. So what I'm doing here is based on the chord inversion. So I'm switching here from the root, just one chord inversion here, and I'm just taking out the 5th, so the note in the middle right here, to create again a beautiful 6th. This going down with 2 notes at the top. So it creates just a 3-note melody inside of whatever you're playing. So let's look at how it goes if I do this on the A minor now. Just like this. So on the A minor, we're going with 3 and 1 down right here. So from the 6th, again using one of the inversion to play this. And it's actually the same inversion I started playing the chords. So I don't have to move much. We're already ready to play this. For idea number 10 for this video, it sounds like this. So this one is a variation of using the 6th, but using a little bit of arpeggios in there. So we're going from the 3 to the 1, so E to C, then D to B. So those are 2 6ths, simple. But when you play one note after the other, it creates a beautiful feel like this. So it goes like this. Let's do this on the chord progression. Just like that. So on the A minor, it goes with 3, 1, 9, and 7 right here. So 2 6 again, just like that. All right, now that you know how to play beautiful fields and licks in 6/8, you might want to check this video to see if you can play them in a new chord progression.